Hello, I'm Mrs. Charity. Welcome to the Glorious Heritage Overview of Catholic Church History. Discover the amazing story of the Church together as a family as you color and paste your way through the timeline and printables, which you can find on our website. And now, let's move into our topic for today.
Hello, I am Mr. Charity, and welcome to the Glorious Heritage Catholic History video series. Today's topic is 110, Saint Margaret Mary and the Sacred Heart. If you look on your timeline and summary question sheets, you'll notice that we are in the green time period, which we have named Revolt. If you don't have a timeline or summary question sheets, you can find them on our website. In this green time period, we have seen a lot of bad news. The biggest and worst thing was the Protestant Revolt. It was a complete tragedy and caused millions of Catholics to lose their faith. Most of the Northern European kingdoms and nations started to follow the heretic Martin Luther. And from there it only got worse and worse, as worse and more heretics arose, like John Calvin, among other ones. The Protestants and Catholics became enemies and fought many wars, causing death and destruction. To top it all off, the Muslim Ottoman Empire took advantage of the Protestant revolt to press harder and further into Christendom. This really was a dark time in Catholic history, to be sure. But during this dark time, when the hearts of many Catholics had grown cold in their love for God and His Church, our Lord gave us the most precious and important devotion, the devotion to His Sacred Heart. Starting in 1673, our Lord appeared to a nun of the Order of the Visitation in a small town in France called Paray-le-Monial. This nun's name was Margaret Mary Alacoque, but we now call her Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque. Our Lord gave Saint Margaret many sufferings which she willingly accepted for the conversion of sinners and the salvation of souls. He also gave Saint Margaret the devotion to His Sacred Heart, which He attached promises to for those who practice it faithfully. And of course, our Lord gave us the First Friday devotion. At Glorious Heritage, we love this devotion to our Lord's Sacred Heart so much that we made a cartoon about it. In fact, it was our first cartoon. So for the rest of this video, we'll play a portion of that cartoon. You can watch the rest for free on YouTube, or go to our website and download it for free.
My daughter, I am very pleased with your sufferings for love of me.
My lord, but did you bring me to this convent only that I would be forced to leave? The graces you are giving me are so great that I stand out among the sisters. Many sisters are angry with me and accuse me of making a show of myself.
I did not bring you here only so that you must leave. I am pleased by this conflict, and it's part of my plan. Let us see who wins, the creature or the Creator. I will exalt the humble and cast down the proud. Give yourself over to me without reserve, and you will lose nothing.
I wonder about her. What is happening to her? Is she inspired by our Lord? Let us wait and see. May God give me wisdom to deal with Sister Margaret.
My divine heart is on fire with love for men, and for you in particular. My heart can no longer contain the flames of my charity, and it must spread them abroad by your efforts. Through the devotion to my Sacred Heart, I will pull back many who are on the road to hell. I have chosen you, unworthy as you are, to be the apostle of my Sacred Heart to the world. My daughter, may I have your heart?
Oh, my infinitely good Lord, please take my heart. It is yours.
See, my daughter, I give you this token of my love. I have placed in your side a little spark of my divine love, that it may burn within you. Receive me in Holy Communion as much as you are permitted. On the first Friday of each month, receive Holy Communion. every night between Thursday and Friday, I will have you experience the agony I felt in the Garden of Gethsemane. I have loved men with such an excess of love, only to receive in return coldness and contempt. Will you, my daughter, make reparation to my divine heart for their ingratitude? I know you are weak, and I will be your strength.
The Lord commanded me to tell the King of France to consecrate all of France to his Sacred Heart. So I, an insignificant and weak nun, went to the grand palace of the king to tell him of our Lord's wishes.
The King of France, defender of Christendom, I, Louis XIV, welcome you before me, Sister Margaret Mary Alacoque. What is so important that you have travelled far from your convent in Paray-le-Monial to kneel before me?
Your Majesty, you are the King of all France, but the King of all creation, heaven and earth, has personally instructed me to deliver this message to you. Our Lord wishes that you place on your flags an image of his Sacred Heart. He wishes that you conform your life to his life, your kingdom to his kingdom. He wants you to consecrate all of France, and yourself in particular, to his Sacred Heart. That is the message I have come to deliver. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Dear Sister Margaret, I am a devout Catholic and a defender of the faith. This is a simple request, but the world in which I govern is very complicated. I will talk to my advisors and act as I see best. Please pray for me, Sister Margaret, and pray for France.
Sadly, King Louis XIV did not heed our Lord's command. He did not consecrate France to the Sacred Heart. 100 years later, the French king was captured and murdered. Atheists took control of France and began a horrible persecution of Catholics. But this story is for another time.
I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. Visit our website, www.gloriousheritagecartoons.com, where you can find more educational supplements, cartoons, books, and printables. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get notified of our latest updates and videos. And if you like our work and want to support us, you can make a donation on our website or on Patreon. We really appreciate your generosity and kindness. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time.